for at least maybe 30 years, to make sure that it's strong and we can build something on it. If not, you will sink.
So in the river.
Yeah, exactly. So the first thing when I came and I look at it, and at that time, Kopik it has the conventional center, the exhibition center, not so much of everything, but have a few things in there. And straight away,
សម្ភារនេះនាំមកជូនដោយ
បកលែនគម្រោងទី3រាជធានីសម្រាប់ធម្មជាតិក្នុងទឹកដីខេត្តកំពតចង់ទិញដីថែមផ្ទះទុកសម្រាប់លំហែកាយនាពេលចុងសប្តាហ៍សូមជ្រើសរើសគម្រោងបកលែនអាចធ្វើការបង់រំលោះរយៈពេល3ឆ្នាំដែលអត់មានការប្រាក់សូមទំនាក់ទំនងតាមរយៈលេខទូរស័ព្ទ085 333 802ឬក៏016 333 802
គុណភាពប្រណិតភាពនិងស៊ីវិល័យផ្ដល់ជូនពីបុរី GB Resident ជាបុរីដែលគិតគូរលើបរិស្ថានបៃតងនិងផាសុកភាពដល់អ្នករស់នៅទំនាក់ទំនងលេខទូរស័ព្ទ066ឬ077 363 005
Hello everyone. Today I have great honor that I got a special guest visit my office and share experience about real estate industry and business situation in Cambodia. He has a lot of experience and has a lot of position. It's great that he came to share with us about the real estate industry today in Cambodia. So we meet Mr. Philip Tan. Mr. Philip Tan is a consultant of business and real estate international in Australia, right? In Australia, in Australia and in Cambodia because he coming back Cambodia. Hello Philip, nice to meet you. Thank you.
Thank you, Lincoln. I'm very happy to be here this morning. I think the world has opened up. So the first thing I want to do is visit Cambodia.
Great.
Yes.
I know that you have many experience in real estate and in business sector. And how long you been here? And how long you? Your first time in Cambodia.
Well, in Hock, I've been Lincoln. I've been here for a good 13 years, if I can recall.
Oh,
yes. I still remember the first time when I entered into Cambodia. I was given a bit of advice, to be careful of many things. That as you know, people used to call it the cowboy town. Well, I want to say to them today, my last trip after COVID was in July, and now it's in October. I'm here, and very soon in November I'm going to be back in Cambodia. So you can see that it is not a cowboy town, but it is a city that is fast growing, and the prosperity that I see in Cambodia is tremendous. So in many ways I can see the progress over time. For the last 13 years in Cambodia, it's
very fast, right? Amazing.
It's amazing. And the food is good, the hotel is good. The people are nice and friendly. And I'm very pleased with the intelligence and knowledge that you have. In developing the country.
I heard you. Like you talk. You positive in Cambodia that Cambodia we call emerging country.
Emerging economies. Yes, right.
Emerging economy.
Yes.
That we feel amazing if you never been here 5 years or 10 years. When you visit again, you will. Wow, very fast, right?
Yes, that's right. Yes, indeed. I think the whole Southeast Asia is going through a tremendous growth, as you know. Singapore, Malaysia, and you have Thailand, Vietnam, and now you have Cambodia. I always say is that Cambodia GDP, as most of you audience would know, enjoy a very strong GDP. In the over last decade, well over 7%. Now this GDP of 7% is not a lucky thing. Or by luck that they get 7% every year, it has to be a well-structured, well-planned economy planning. So this economy planning is so important. How investors look at Cambodia and see values in contributing to the growth of the kingdom. Like me, for 13 years I've been here. I see many things. some of my friends used to tell me that over this side of the road is going to be a nice tower.
Yeah.
You know, at that time it was just only words. you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
So I can see that perhaps it will be, but I just want to share with you, audience, that that building exists, and that building is Patana Tower.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
great.
you see, so Cambodia do deliver on what they say. When they say they're going to build it, they'll build it.
Yeah.
But most interesting part, how I feel about Cambodia the first time when I landed, is that when I look at like what we are here now, Kopek, right?
Yeah.
Kopek is built on reclaimed land.
Yeah, sure.
How can a country build something on the reclaimed land overnight? It's impossible,
Yeah.
right? It has to be there for at least maybe 30 years,
Yeah.
you know, to make sure that it's strong
Yeah.
and you can build something on it. If not,
Yeah.
you will sink.
Yeah.
So
In the
first thing-
river, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So the first thing when I came and I look at it, and at that time, Kopek has the conventional center, the exhibition center, not so much of everything, but
Yeah.
have a few things here and there. And straight away, I say, man, this country
Yeah.
has a foresight. The government know what to do,
Yeah.
and the government has planned for bigger things in Cambodia.
Yeah. You see, certain year, everything, or 10 year, everything growing very fast.
Yeah,
right?
so fast, my
Yeah,
friend.
skyscraper around 1,300 towers.
Exactly.
Yeah, in Phnom Penh.
And not only that, last night I have a bit of time, so I
Yeah.
decided to visit the Hyatt Regency.
Yeah. Oh.
I tell you, I was amazed.
Sky
couple-
bar.
Yeah, it's amazing. They combine the ancient building, also called they combine the traditional building, and they mix it with the old and new coming together.
Yeah.
You know, and that feeling is fantastic. You know.
Yeah.
I think Cambodians are very thoughtful about how they want to preserve the old part of the city, architecture-wise, as well as putting a lot of effort on strengthening the Khmer culture.
Yeah.
I think a country needs a good culture, and Cambodia has a great culture.
Yeah, sure. You see, I want to show the real estate industry here, the quality of infrastructure, quality of the building, high-rise building in here, is going on the right way, or which point that you can share?
As you know, when I come and visit Cambodia, I try to stay in different hotels.
Yeah.
Even if I have a week here, I probably change 3 times.
Yeah.
And often my friend will ask me, say, Philip, why are you changing hotel all the time?
Yeah.
You know, every 2 nights here, every 2 nights here. I say, because I'm so busy when I travel Cambodia. I have no time to understand the country. I have no time to understand the local area.
Yeah.
And also I want to experience what is it like to live in different hotels and see what kind of standards they have in different areas.
Yeah.
It's like most things in life, you know. When tourists come here, they want good quality services.
Yeah.
They want better choices.
Yeah, sure.
And they want to have the ability to choose. So the Hyatt Regency has a different standard.
Yeah.
I stay at the Himawari Hotel.
Yeah.
And I love it because the rooms are big.
Yeah.
And the river, Mekong River, is right in front.
Yeah.
In the morning,
Nice view,
in the morning before 7 o'clock breakfast, I take a walk there.
Yeah.
In the evening, I take a stroll
You
there.
can see the sunrise.
Yes, and I can communicate with the local people that actually exercise along the riverbank area.
Yeah.
So I think this is wonderful. So that aspect is very interesting.
Yeah.
So the architecture is a little bit different, but no doubt about it is improvement in how they deliver the services.
Yeah.
And there's also some developers who actually build in a way that they forget to look at small little things.
Yeah.
Like for example, not offense to anyone, if you enter a elevator, how does the elevator smell like? Is it smelly? Is the window clean?
Yeah.
You know, so this thing will reflect very strongly on whether your development is looked after nicely.
Yeah.
It's not so much about the room.
Yeah.
It's not so much about whether the shower is working.
Yeah.
These are important.
Yeah.
But the small thing we have to pay attention to.
Okay.
And to me, this is very serious because this tells you whether you have the right level of standard.
Yeah.
So
But
developers,
mostly all the, what you mentioned about The small thing.
The small thing, yeah.
Yeah.
The small thing create the big picture
Yeah.
of how strong you are as a
Yeah.
developer,
Yeah.
how reputable as you as a developer. Now all these things are important because in my line of work, I work as an investment and business consultant, you see.
Yeah.
So I really look at all the small details.
Yeah.
And the small details actually tells me how strong they can be
Yeah.
or how much I can trust them in
Yeah.
terms of delivering the result.
Yeah.
Uh,
Some international experts, some local experts, they said Cambodia growing very fast, as you mentioned, but the green place, the green building,
yes.
it's still limit or the suggest for developer or government should much focus about that.
Of course, I think it's a very good question.
Yeah.
You know, this question is very important.
Yeah.
Because as you know, everybody is very concerned about the environment.
Yeah.
Take for example, Sihanouk View. Sihanouk View is a fantastic location. Yes, the Gulf of Thailand, beautiful clean water, and the air quality is number one.
Yeah.
Right. So currently, as you know, there's a lot of development going on there,
Yeah.
and some developments are not necessarily good for
Yeah.
Sihanouk View.
Yeah.
But the government is taking serious steps to make sure that they have proper planning in place, as well as construction standard
Yeah.
has to be in place to ensure the safety that of the construction standard is followed.
Yeah.
You know, I think these are good steps.
Yeah.
But what is important, especially in places like Sihanouk View, is to look into the ESG side.
Yeah.
Which stands for environment, social responsibility, as well as good governance. Now, ESG is so important because ESG will be the key point for consideration.
ESG, what you mean?
ESG, yes.
Yeah.
Environment.
Yeah.
So environment is policy regarding
Yeah.
how you look at the environment
Yeah.
that are you overbuilding? Are you utilizing the resource of nature without regards for the future
Yeah.
generation to enjoy? Are you having open space?
Yeah.
You know, so you can see that some bore have common area that
Yeah.
has a lot of greenery, so people can come together and enjoy living together.
Yeah.
Now that brings community together instead of just the housing. You know what I mean? The housing residents. So I think this is ESG is so important.
Yeah.
So the environment is very important. You
Yeah.
look after the environment so that you can actually have some exercise
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
enjoy the fresh quality.
Yeah.
Then social responsibility is important.
Yeah.
You know, as well as putting together the right policy.
Yeah, yeah. I think in the policy in many government they have, but mostly of Borei in here. They
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah,
Well,
they not much focus on follow the government.
Yes, yes.
Law, something.
Like in Australia, we try to incorporate the part of the ESG concept into building. So
Yeah.
you have garden
Yeah.
on the top floor
Yeah.
or on the side of the building to
Yeah.
create that
Yeah.
so-called effect of greenery effect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And even here, I think some of the development have. One of them is Odom.
Yeah.
Odom has that.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, they actually spend a lot of effort in creating that space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The developer, they not much focus on the green area like what you said, ESG. What affect the in the sector?
Well, this is a very hard answer for me to answer
Yeah.
because I don't do development here.
Yeah.
But I can only say this in a way not to offend anyone.
Yeah.
Developers are competing against developer.
Yeah.
So you got to ask yourself: are you going to build for
Yeah.
today? Are you going to develop for today?
Yeah.
Or are you going to stay as a good, strong developer
Yeah.
for the future?
Yeah.
So when investors or anybody that want to acquire property, they look at all these things
Yeah.
as how you will be around, or how will you be around in the future?
Yeah.
You know, or what else you can do besides delivering a one bedroom or one living hall and one car park. You got to go more than that.
Super Twin Villa គឺជាប្រភេទ Villa ភ្លួដែលមានទីកន្លែងកម្សាន្តនៅលើអាកាសធំទូលាយព្រមទាំងមានអាងទឹកនៅចំហៀងស័ក្តិសមបំផុតសម្រាប់គ្រួសារសម័យថ្មីរីឯតម្លៃនោះរឹតតែសមរម្យលោកអ្នកអាចទំនាក់ទំនងទូរស័ព្ទនៅខាងក្រោម
So this is the value
Yeah.
in return for their commitment to your company and supporting your company.
Yeah.
So the competition starts not with the buyer. The competition starts with the developers against developer.
Yeah, sure. Because of competition.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's healthy. It's healthy.
Yeah. One more thing I want you to share some experience. Sennoville now have around 1,000 tower building that like a go building. We said a bad word, eco building. It's stuck building, right?
I mean the construction has stopped.
Yeah, has stopped. In Phnom Penh, now just from year 2020, 2021, and until now, some projects are stuck also. Yes, and some project finished, but nobody going to stay. What a serious thing that how we can manage on this? Your experience that.
Okay, I mean to start with, like I say, your development has to be built in such a way that the buyers is interested to buy.
Yeah.
Okay, so not only the local buyer wants it, but also international buyer.
Yeah.
The theory is very simple. You know, you must buy something that you can sell.
Yeah.
Okay, regardless whether you make a good return or not, but you must buy something that you can sell.
Yeah.
All right. So I think this is the first step. We must get it right.
Yeah.
Okay, and developers must keep in mind that they must build something that people want.
Yeah.
Okay. Now those buildings that have built halfway and they are not able to complete, of course, can due to many issues. But one of the issues it could be lack of fund. Okay. As you know, the COVID last 2 years is nobody's fault. The world suffer.
Yeah.
The world suffer, but that does not mean that the world stop looking at opportunity.
Yeah.
There are people who has acquired great wealth during the COVID period, and there are people who lost great wealth during the COVID period.
Yeah.
But whatever the case is, now the borders throughout international global cities has been opening up, and they're opening up faster than you know.
Yeah.
And in terms of COVID situation in Cambodia, it's very well controlled, well managed.
Yeah.
So you got 10 cases working a month or a week, right?
Yeah.
So this is a very positive step that the government has taken in Cambodia to ensure that the people remain safe, the visitors are safe. And then these are positive signs. It creates a positive environment for people to come in and invest, and even have a holiday. So, what should we do about building this halfway?
Yeah.
I don't have the answer for everything, to tell the truth.
Yeah, sure.
But I think you can have a plan in place before you build.
Yeah.
You see, even in Australia, we are doing land developments, right? So what we do for land development is that we know if we borrow money from the bank, the bank is not going to love us very much because this is one of the interest, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but what I think what people should do in a business is to have partnership.
Yeah.
Have partnerships that not only support the growth of the company, but inject capital to a company or inject capital into a development. So this is the space that's so important, and especially the COVID has taught us that that it is important that we create a win-win solution for not only people in business but people with the money to invest in business and development. So funding is important. You need to have funding.
Yeah, great. And we look back to our sector. Real estate sector after COVID period. Now we got have a bad thing that Russia and Ukraine wars, and the world now look to the Russia, right? Will he Putin use nuclear? No, not the question, but the people in the world they worry about that, right? Yeah, but I take back to Cambodia. After COVID period, before COVID period, the return on investment here is good compared to other countries in Asia, right?
Well, the first thing first, if you ask me about Russia, I don't drink enough vodka to tell you what will it be or how should it be. My concentration is more towards Southeast Asia. Born in Singapore. Citizen of Australia, so I like to add value back to this region. the expertise that I have, the knowledge and the travel that I've done all these years has opened up my eyes. And I'm able to pick up opportunities. And the opportunities in Cambodia is very unique. Number one, I think you have a very young government, very stable government. And there's not many countries in Southeast Asia that can actually be in that position. You know what I mean? So it is very important. Okay. Number two, the government has a strong interest to support investment here, not only for one country, but for many countries. So it is actually a very fair, open playing field. There's no special preference. And on top of that, it has a strong US currency system in place to support investment friendly climate. So I think all that is good sign. Okay. So you are actually putting yourself, the country is putting itself in a very good position. The growth in Cambodia will continue. As you know that during this period of time, the GDP I think is projected to be 4 to 5%.
Around 5%.
I mean, not many countries in the world after COVID had that kind of GDP. You see, so there's a lot of work still ongoing. I mean, as I move around in the city, and even yesterday I was in 20 kilometers away from the city, I can see a lot of work going on, you know, big mega projects. You know? So I think the investment climate, not only just regarding about the international interest, local interest is very strong. And I like that because local interest is the fundamental support, you know, for the growth of the country. And to me, it's fantastic. And not only that, agriculture is doing very well. The rice is picking up number one positions. And then the cashew nut, the business is also going to be the
នៅឋានបែបអភិជនរចនាដ៏ប្រណិតនិងរស់រវើកបុរីវិមានសំណាងផ្ដោតលើគុណភាពសោភ័ណភាពផ្សារភ្ជាប់ជាមួយដងព្រៃធម្មជាតិដ៏ស្រស់បំព្រងផ្ដល់នូវផាសុកភាពក្នុងការរស់នៅមានទីតាំងស្ថិតនៅខាងជើងក្រសួងដែនដី 2500 ម៉ែត្រទំនាក់ទំនងលេខទូរស័ព្ទ 095 96 2000 078 96 2000
football of the future, which the Cambodian government is putting strong policy in place to support it.
A few years ago, the country supported by local investor, the economic, it means the local investor, they grow very fast and they invest in their state industry. But for international investor, they still look to Cambodia.
Okay, let me put it in a very simple way. If you are a tourist and you're holding an iPhone and you take selfie, right? And then you take a tourist destination picture and you eat in good restaurant, good food, and you always see good smile everywhere.
Good smile.
You are very pleased with the advancement of Cambodia. But if I ask you today to come with me, but take your iPad and look at Cambodia for investment, the first thing you will tell me, oh my God, you know, I'm worried, you know. Why so? When you are, as a tourist, you are contributing so strongly into the local economy. You are seeing prosperity everywhere. You are seeing fast car. You are seeing good car. You are seeing how people live, more wealthy. And yet, as an investor, you are a little bit worried about supporting the economy. I think something is very wrong here. Okay, so investment do carry risk. Okay, don't get me wrong. But how you look at risk is very important. A change of mindset is necessary. You know, the common saying is that investment carry risk, but if there's no risk, there's no profit. So we in a
but all the country need foreign direct investment, need FDI, right, for growing fast.
It's not only Cambodia. Tell you, Cambodia is competing with the rest of the ASEAN country as well for investor. Right. So now we have the Cambodia, my second home, being put in place. I think this is a great initiative. I would like to, if I can say, what I would like, to see in the future is to remove some visa. For some country. Like for example, I'm Australian. I visit very often, and I have to pay visa fee to enter into Cambodia. That sort of put people a little bit off because they might not think that they want to do that. So you should make it more open economy, more easy to enter. These are small things, but makes a big difference. Like I mentioned to you, when you go to some place, is it clean? Is the toilet washed? it's a common thing, that makes people have a positive experience.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Another question that I want you mention, I want you look overview. 5 years later, 10 years later, yes, what you see the real estate industry or economic here, and it growing very fast against after crisis.
I think Cambodia itself is a very young nation. As a young nation, but a lot of the youth here are very eager to learn. The local people are getting a lot of training and mentorship from people who are actually from overseas, because they need them to work together with the one of business. So therefore, a lot of training has been conducted. I know of a few who actually very impressive. They have very little knowledge, but they know what to offer in terms of expectation and services. And the international student that came back from Cambodia, they are very well educated. In fact, some of them are living in Australia or studying in America, and they bring back a lot of wealth in knowledge to propel support the growth of the economy. They cannot be in a very good position, management position, manager position, as well as even potentially leaders in government. So all that is the fundamental. You see, the fundamental will support the growth of the country. So I would say, if you ask me what I see in 10 years' time, I say I'm quite positive about it. What I will see in the next 5 years, I would say that
you see the young generation growing.
It is already here. What you see, Cambodia is growing at a fast rate. Whatever you start, you will finish. So if I start something today, I'm sure that it will take me 2 or 3 years to get it all completed. And by 2 or 3 years, it get me all completed. In the 5 years' time, this will be the result. So it is not projected, but it is a very much that is where it's going to end. So the result is going to be there. So I can't tell you about 10 years, but with the education level and the resource of the country and the right policy in place, don't say about the 10 years record. I think in the 20 years, Cambodia will grow very well.
Very well. Because government have a policy that will going to develop country in year 2050.
Yes. That's right. So I know a lot of Cambodian in business today. Some of them I am very happy that they have given me so much knowledge and share with me, on the perspective of how they view their countries. A lot of them are very positive. And they want to do more, and they want to do more not only.
They have power and mindset.
They're very outward looking, and they want to learn, and they want to share, and they want to support and to do more not only in the local economy here, but they want to go international. So I think Cambodia is a good place to do business. Not expensive at all, I would say. You know what I mean? Good opportunity.
Thank you, Philip, for great sharing. Thank you, everyone, for watching us. That today we have great share from Mr. Phillips. That he international expert, he have many positions. I don't know how to mention his position, which one, a lot. But he share very good knowledge, very good experience for real estate industry or overview in the country or in the world. That very great. So I hope everyone that can make benefit or can learn a lot from my program. Thank you សូមជម្រាបលា
សម្ភារនេះនាំមកជូនដោយបូកូឡែនគម្រោងទី3រាជធានីសម្រាប់ធម្មជាតិក្នុងទឹកដីខេត្តកំពតចង់ទិញដីថែមផ្ទះទុកសម្រាប់លំហែកាយនាពេលចុងសប្តាហ៍សូមជ្រើសរើសគម្រោងបូកូឡែនអាចធ្វើការបង់រំលោះរយៈពេល3ឆ្នាំដែលអត់មានការប្រាក់សូមទំនាក់ទំនងតាមរយៈលេខទូរស័ព្ទ085 333 802ឬក៏016 333 802
គុណភាពប្រណិតភាពនិងស៊ីវិល័យផ្ដល់ជូនពីបុរី GB Resident ជាបុរីដែលគិតគូរលើបរិស្ថានបៃតងនិងផាសុកភាពដល់អ្នករស់នៅទំនាក់ទំនងលេខទូរស័ព្ទ066ឬ073 363 005 ចង់ឲ្យបុត្រីរបស់លោកអ្នកមានសុខភាពល្អនិងបញ្ញាឆ្លៀសវៃឬទេយើងសូមណែនាំលោកអ្នកមកប្រើផលិតផលបាឡេកតាន់ជាប្រភេទទឹកដោះគោម្សៅដែលមានសារធាតុចិញ្ចឹមគ្រប់គ្រាន់និងគ្មានជាតិសណ្តែកដំបងបង្អស់នៅកម្ពុជា Property Area Asia នឹងនាំផលិតផលរបស់លោកអ្នកទៅដល់គោលដៅអតិថិជនទំនាក់ទំនងផ្សព្វផ្សាយពាណិជ្ជកម្មតាមទូរស័ព្ទលេខ086 48 55 66